So just in case you've been able to block out all the awful stories coming out about Chris Brown lately, you should know that last week, he was arrested for rape. You should also let us know how you managed to block out Chris Brown news, because that sounds like a delightful skill. On January 22, Chris, one of his bodyguards, and another member of his entourage were detained in Paris on rape charges. According to the woman who pressed the charges, she met Chris and his people at a club, then the party traveled to a hotel. At the hotel, she claimed that Chris cornered her in a room that was locked, and there were forced sexual relations. These are quotes from a statement by her attorney, by the way. The two other men with Chris allegedly assaulted her in another area of the hotel, and she says she was raped a total of 4 times. She also says that she was forced to do cocaine during all of this too, and that while she was not pressured physically during all of this, she was under great psychological pressure. And just in case there was any confusion, the attorney states that my client explains that it was non-consensual sex. The whole story is a lot to take in, and it's definitely hard to hear. Chris is making everything worse, too, by suing the woman for defamation of character. He's also selling t-shirts that read "This bitch lion," because that's just the kind of person he is. This is hardly his first rodeo with this kind of thing. We all remember when he viciously assaulted Rihanna all those years ago. Since then, he's shown time and time again that he's a very violent person with a blatant disregard for pretty much every other person on the planet. Last May, he was also sued for allegedly raping someone at his home, so that's definitely something to note here. All of these terrible things keep building up for this case, and Chris just stacked another terrible thing on top of everything else. We see some footage of Paris, landmarks and French flags, and Chris prancing around, looking happy and carefree while one of his songs plays in the background. Then there's a car crash sound effect, as unbearably tacky as that sounds, and we hear several news announcers discussing the arrest. After that, it cuts to some audio of Chris making a statement over more footage of him smiling and looking like a nice boy having a fun time in Paris. My mom and grandma always said, "The Lord can give you a gift and He can take it away," he begins. And I feel like I don't have to explain any bullshit or any lie or anything that somebody has been perpetrating or portraying me as. So, you know, for me it's like, alright, cool, he continues. I came out to do a job, and that's what I did. We gonna shoot this motherfing video. Dumb move, right? Maybe if Chris didn't have the criminal history he has, this would be okay. And that's a big maybe. But everyone knows all about how he is, so honestly, it's not like these new allegations are all that hard to believe. Like, are we supposed to believe that Chris has done everything he's ever done, but the latest story is just completely outlandish? Watching this video, it looks like he's been working on another documentary like that Chris Brown, Welcome to My Life nonsense he released in 2017.